This is Tempe, an inner Sydney suburb with a grim aesthetic and bountiful noise, courtesy of an airport and a highway. This is also Tempe, although the contrast is hard to believe. These photos are the pic of the inaugural Tempe Love Where You Live photography competition, organised, judged and comprised of Tempe locals. The competition celebrates its second exhibition tomorrow.
Year 1 homework.
Jenny Carter is the chief judge of the competition and feels it brings out the light in Tempe.
We were really surprised because it was a bit unknown as to how many people would submit entries, and we ended up with over 400 entries. And so there was just this crazy couple of days beforehand where the poor framers were madly trying to mount everything on board, and then we were trying to blue tack them to the walls at the pub. And do you remember, Darcy, like the walls were completely covered, weren't they, at the pub with photos? So it's a fantastic event when everybody gets together and looks at the photos, and they're on display for a couple of months. And it's a really fun day, and it's actually made a lot of discussions and conversations on the Tempe 2020 Facebook group. Is that what it's called? Facebook group, yeah. So there's been lots of discussion, and sort of gives some energy to the community, I think.
Local framers John and Mark volunteered their time in mounting all entries for the exhibition and say it is a great thing to be a part of.
I was approached by the organisers, would I mind, and of course, no, I didn't mind. I'm delighted to be doing it. So roped in, yes, but willingly. For me, the fulfilment comes from seeing all of the variety, and quite often I look at the photos and I think, my God, I didn't know that was in Tempe. And it is hard work, and it's always comes at the end, but I just love looking at the variety and the diversity, I guess, is the word I'd use. That people just keep coming up with different things, and this year's entries are different from last year's. These are from this year's entries. These ones actually were taken by kids. The one I'm holding in my my right hand, was from the IKEA opening last weekend. And of course, a big recurring theme that everybody loves doing is a variation on Tempe Tower, the water tower. And of course, these are just the local back streets, the road closure signs reflecting new traffic movements, one way. This one's beautifully framed with just the kids in the bottom of it, and one way. It's amazing how much people have really included all their children in the photos. Loads of kids.
The Stella Hotel, located on the busy Princes Highway, is the venue. The pic of this year's competition will be hung between the Stella and Tempe's new IKEA superstore. Love Where You Live certainly shows that a photo can bring out the beauty in places and people. Tom Sayers, Stillife.